Choosing a contractor an easy how-to guide when it comes to building or repairing a home project. One of the most important decisions you'll make is choosing a quality contractor. While some states or counties may allow property owners to complete work themselves, most require a permit regardless of who completes the job. It's crucial to understand why it's important to choose a quality contractor and how to go about selecting the right one for your project. Be sure to stick around until the end when we reveal important information you don't want to miss. Firstly, understanding the difference between general contractors and subcontractors is essential. A general contractor is responsible for overseeing the entire project, managing subcontractors, securing permits, and purchasing materials. Subcontractors are hired by the general contractor to complete specific tasks, such as electrical or plumbing work. Depending on the size and complexity of your project, one may be preferable to the other. General contractors can provide a single point of contact and simplify communication, but subcontractors may be more specialized in their areas of expertise. Keep in mind a general contractor can add up to about 40% more to your project. In most cases, it is well earned, as not having one could easily cost you just as much as making poor decisions or out-of-sequence ones that result in ballooning costs. Most states will allow you to act as your own general contractor in some form, but think carefully whether you have sufficient time and know-how so that the decision to do it yourself results in significant cost savings rather than cost overruns. Before selecting a contractor, it's essential to ask the right questions. Inquire about disposal methods, permit fees, material costs, and who will be responsible for securing those materials to prevent theft. Ask about water, sanitation facilities, and power availability on site. It's also crucial to know who will be responsible for excess materials and what will happen to them after the project is completed. It's important to note red flags that may indicate a contractor is not the right choice. These include avoiding written contracts or quotes, being unwilling to provide references, or requiring large upfront payments. To avoid issues with payments, it's always a good idea to withhold the final payment until the completion of the project. After diligent research and selection of a contractor, it's important to get details of the project in writing via a contract or quote. This will help avoid any misunderstandings or discrepancies down the line. Understanding the general steps involved in completing a construction or renovation project can also help ensure that the work is done efficiently and effectively. Tip: if during the selection process it becomes difficult to reach or receive timely responses, it might be a good idea to choose someone else. And now for a few easy guides to help you along the way, but first, thanks for sticking around until the end. If you enjoyed this video or podcast, please like and subscribe, or consider helping us grow and be ad-free by visiting us at Patreon or Buy Me a Coffee. You can find the links in the description below. Quick guide: be clear and upfront about your expectations for the project, including your budget, timeline, and desired outcomes. Get everything in writing, including the scope of work, timeline, payment schedule, and any warranties or guarantees. Check that the contractor has proper licenses, insurance, and a good reputation in the industry. Consider the contractor's communication skills, responsiveness, and level of professionalism. Look for a contractor who is willing to work with you to find solutions to any problems or challenges that arise during the project. Don't be afraid to ask questions or voice concerns throughout the project. Keep an open mind and be willing to make adjustments to the project scope or timeline as needed. Plan for contingencies, such as unexpected delays or changes to the project scope, by building extra time and money into your budget and timeline. Quick questions to ask: 1. Can you provide me with a list of references for previous projects similar to mine? 2. Are you licensed and insured, and can you provide documentation of this? 3. How many years of experience do you have in this field? 4. Will you provide a detailed written estimate and contract outlining the scope of work, timeline, and payment schedule? 5. Who will be my primary point of contact throughout the project? 6. How often can I expect updates on the project's progress? 7. What is your policy on changes or additions to the project scope? Will these changes require a change order? 8. Can you provide a timeline for the project's completion and what factors could cause delays? 9. How do you handle disputes or disagreements during the project? 10. What type of warranty or guarantee do you offer on the work that you do? 11. What is your experience working with permits and building codes in my area? 12. What type of materials and products do you typically use in your projects? 13. Will you be using subcontractors for any aspect of the project? If so, how do you select and manage them? 14. How do you handle the cleanup and disposal of construction waste? 15. How do you ensure the safety of workers and visitors to the job site? Quick guide before hiring the contractor. Determine your budget and timeline for the project. Define the scope of work and create a detailed plan or blueprint. Research potential contractors and read reviews from past clients. Request written estimates from at least 3 contractors. Check that the contractor has proper licenses and insurance when interviewing the contractor. Ask about the contractor's experience, references, and past projects. Request a written contract that outlines the scope of work, timeline, payment schedule, and any warranties or guarantees. Discuss any concerns or questions you have about the project. Clarify the contractor's policies on changes or additions to the project scope, permits, building codes, and subcontractors. After hiring the contractor, keep a copy of the contract and all relevant documentation. Communicate regularly with the contractor and establish a point of contact. Monitor the project's progress and address any issues. Promptly make payments on time and according to the agreed-upon schedule. Conduct a final walkthrough and inspection of the project before final payment. Request any necessary warranties or guarantees in writing while the project is ongoing. It's a good idea to visit the site or even install a security camera to monitor progress. Upon completion, do a detailed walkthrough with an eye for any issues that need to be addressed. Allow the contractor to make any corrections found by you or regulatory bodies. Tip: it always pays to be kind to your contractors and your code officials. Try dropping off a cooler of water and drinks to keep them hydrated and as a gesture of goodwill. In conclusion, choosing a quality contractor for a home project is crucial for ensuring the job is done correctly, efficiently, and safely. By asking the right questions, being aware of red flags, and following up during the process, you can have confidence that your project will be a success. Choosing a contractor, an easy how-to guide when it comes to building or repairing.